And here we see the abominable snowman. The abominable snowmanny, huh? The abominable snowmanny? Oh, what a cutie. What do you think, Finn? She's a little nuts though, huh? Good girl. Hello. What you doing? Spooky, huh? Hi, baby. Yeah. Well, you're a pleasant girl, aren't you? You're a pleasant girl, aren't you? Huh. Okay, so here we are. It is day 3 at the farm, like I've talked about before. All right, so just gonna continue to sort of spell out this journey because it is a journey. It's definitely, some new stuff for me. As you can tell, I'm in a little bit of a lighter mood from earlier. Well, first of all, you may be able to hear it playing in the background slightly. I came across this thing on these folks. They have like some kind of TV package or something, and one of the radio stations is this Wildwood Radio, and it's basically like pagan music. It's like rock, very tribal sounding stuff, just like a pagan radio basically, and it's absolutely amazing. Everything it's played so far I've just been completely in love with. And Moby the parrot, I even saw him over there kind of bouncing his head a little bit to one of the drum tracks that was just playing, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, so it warmed up. It got up to about like 4 or 5 degrees Celsius. And when there's not a huge wind or anything, obviously that's when they would be okay to let out the animals. So I was going to let out the ducks. So I let out the ducks long enough to get some like dry bedding down, because ducks are messy and everything gets wet. So I got them outside. They were outside for like 5 minutes, got some dry bedding down inside their building. And one of the dogs, the puppy Annie, the black one there, she's a little bit rambunctious. So she got up a little bit close to the ducks and wasn't really like running them down, but was spooking them a bit. So they all ran back inside. They were out for all of like 5 minutes. So anyway, they're good. They're inside. We'll try that again another day. Maybe I won't let Annie out when they're out, or just keep her on a leash. But so I also wanted to let the sheep out, the ewes, and the one goat. And okay, so I go over, get the door open and let them out. Everything's fine. There's no problem there. Get them out. And within like 2 minutes, they're just like calling at the door. They want to get back inside. So there is still some snow down. Like a lot has melted off, and it's not like deep snow or anything. We're talking like maybe that much left down. But and they do have like a canopy they can get under, and there is some grass, some bare grass there. But I guess they just didn't want to be out. They're like, no, we see snow. We don't want to be out here in the snow. So they turned around after a couple minutes and were calling to get back in. I had a chance to get, the larger droppings and stuff out of their stall, so it was fine. But yeah, so they wanted to run back in, so I let them back in, and I figured, okay, well, I'll let Leonard the ram out because he seems pretty high energy. He seemed to be looking really jealous, and he was like, kind of yelling at me like, hey, why do they get to go out but not me? And it is because they keep them separated for right now. They either go out like for shorter periods of time alternating, or we alternate days with them, because he is a little bit large and rough, and the 2 youngest ewes, he could do some damage to them, and especially now they've got the one little goat with them. So we keep those guys separated. So anyway, I open it up to let Leonard out. He charges out like a ram would, but then he stops at the door, looks at the ramp, looks at the snow, kind of looks back at me sheepishly, pun intended, not really intended, a lucky coincidence, a really good coincidence. But he kind of looks back at me, he's like, Oh, and he kind of like puts his head down and like slowly waddles back into his stall as if to say thanks, but I don't want to be out there either. So anyway, he didn't even get outside. The other animals that would go out on a day, excuse me, on a day like today, possibly the turkeys, but Toby, the turkey, is extremely difficult to get back in. He doesn't listen very well. And I didn't really intend on dealing with that today because I do have to still make the walk into the woods and get rid of the discard of the two turkey or chickens that didn't make it over last night, unfortunately. So so I have to leave the property, and typically Toby wouldn't be left alone outside. So didn't let them out. I was gonna let the geese out as well. They share the building. They have a stall by the sheep, but you know what? Judging by everyone else's reaction, I figured they probably wouldn't want to be out either. And as that was occurring, the wind did pick up a little bit, so a little chilly. But anyway, so that was the first adventure of letting out the animals and stuff, and essentially it went really well, except that nobody wanted to be outside. So I just thought I'd share that with you, and I guess that's about it. So I'm gonna go and let the dogs out for another pee before I go for a run. I actually have to take that walk down the road. There's a specific place that I need to take those two chickens, and then I'm gonna go for a run because it is actually nice and warm out. It was minus 20 overnight for the last 2 nights, and now it's like 4 or 5 degrees Celsius, so I'll take it. Okay, good morning. It is Friday morning, and so I guess this is what is this? Is this the third morning? Yeah, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning. Yes, so third morning, fourth night, and just starting to get some light outside. So I'll soon be making the rounds with the animals outdoors. Got all the cats fed, and Finn here, the pup. So the routine is basically to make sure everybody has food and water. So while I'm brewing my coffee, right there, I fill up 3 buckets of water because I know I'm going to need at least 3 or 4. And so I just have that at the ready. And yeah, so they're just sitting there waiting for me, ready for when I'm about to go outside. I'll just mix up a coffee and take a few drinks of that first. And then I'll grab another bucket, just a nice dry one, and fill that one up with the scratch and the mix for the birds. All right, so it is morning number 3, morning number 4, no, morning number 3. What are you doing? So anyway, Friday morning, that's what I'm trying to say. I think I already talked about that in a previous clip. But all went well this morning. No casualties today, which is great. Always a good way to start the day. So today is going to be fairly nice. It'll be, kind of mildish, not crazy cold or anything like that. So I'm going to try to get the animals out again today. They really just weren't having it yesterday. Annie, what is wrong with you? Like, you can't just toss it in the air and throw it on the floor and then be upset when it falls like you're doing it yourself. Puppy love. So, anyway, I didn't go for a run yesterday because I gotta be honest with you, my calf and now my foot is bothering me again, and I don't even understand it. Like, I'm starting to question whether or not I'm even going to be able to run a marathon in May because it's just ridiculous. Like, I just don't get it. Something is up. Something is definitely up, and I need to get some sort of professional assistance with it because it's just not working. But we got the flash over here. Annie, just chill. Chill. No, stop throwing it on the floor. There you go. Stay. She's like 4 months old, completely crazy. She's got this like, it's not a real bone, but this like toy bone, and she's just throwing it around and then running from one spot to the next. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, you know, it's going to be really difficult for me, I think, to put in 20, 30, 40, 50 miles a week, considering I've barely been running and my foot hurts. I went bowling last night, as I do on Thursday evenings, and yeah, I was just off. I mean, my feet just killing me. And it's not from like being here and doing this work at the farm. I mean, it's, you know, I'm literally doing like an hour's worth of work every day here, carrying a few buckets of water. Like, it's not a big deal at all. It's just, yeah, it's just not going to happen, I don't think. I mean, I want to stay positive with it, but it's frustrating. Anyway, we'll see. But today I am actually going to attempt to get out for a run. I'm going to try to get out while it's nice today. I'm hoping that I can take the dogs for a walk first, and then they will be nice and calm and chill inside the house for an hour while I go do that. That'll also give me a chance to get the animals outside, you know, the ducks and all those, so that Annie doesn't run those down today like she did yesterday. They're now fighting over the bone and the spot. Cool. There you go. Sharing is caring. Anyway, just thought I'd sit here and film a short little clip on what's going on. Got my coffee. So, came here with some soup that Jamie made up for me, and some rolls and some bread and a little bit of chickpea salad. And banana bread and some banana muffins. And yeah, just been, and they had that vegan chili for me. So, I mean, it definitely hasn't been difficult starting off here as a vegan. I mean, and plus they said anything in the pantry. I mean, they've got just a stocked full pantry of all kinds of ingredients, you know, legumes and rice and various grains and everything that I could use to make something. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to eat starting next week because I've got enough food here to get me through the next couple of days, but I'll be going back to my place tomorrow during the day for a little while to visit Jamie and run a couple errands and stuff. So she'll have more food for me to come back up with, I'm sure. But anyway, I guess I'll go for now. Not much else going on. Just gonna chill for a little while. Take advantage of some nice early morning vibes. Everybody's taken care of. So I can relax for at least an hour.
Good boy, Leonard. There you go. Enjoy the outside for a few minutes. I clean up the stall a little. Go chase that doggy, huh? Go chase the doggy. They still got a little bit of snow and stuff down, but at least they got a little bit of room. Oh, you eating that snow? Good boy. And they do have a little canopy there they can get under. So he goes out just by himself right now because he's too big for the other ones, the ewes and the goat. They'll mess them up, won't he? So while Leonard's outside, I cleaned out his stall a little bit. Just got the, the biggest bits of the poop out of there. And I also just kind of, cleaned up the main floor here. And any of the dry stuff, we take that over and use that as bedding, new bedding for the ducks. So the geese are not super loud right now, but they're not super fans of me either. You guys are doing okay though, aren't you? Yeah. All bark, no bite, except for the little dip I got the other day, but that's okay. And so I noticed that the sheep, here, I'm going to turn this around. Notice that the sheep and the goats, or the goat rather, they they seem to be fine on the water, but there is 4 of them now. I had that stuffed full this morning, but it's completely gone. I think I will give them a little bit more and maybe even a tiny little bit of ration today. Once Leonard comes back in, I'll give him like an hour outside. I'll let these guys out and I'll clean out their stall a little bit as well. But everybody's doing all right on the farm today, aren't we? Aren't we, girls and boys, huh? That little goat's so cute. What a cutie. All right. They absolutely love the ration. I don't know what's in it, but it's like crack to them. There you go. Yeah. Hi, Lily. Oh, Toby. Oh, yeah. You tell us all about it, buddy. Hi, Lily. How are you? Huh? Hi. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're such a precious little girl, aren't you? Huh? Guys, I can't believe I just get to, like, pet this turkey. She is so sweet. She's purring. I mean, this is one of the many reasons I don't eat animals. Hi. Hi, baby. You are so very cute. Oh, yeah, you're cute too, Toby. You're cute too, buddy. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Hello. Yes. Yes. Yeah. You're just like a dinosaur, you know that? You're just like a dinosaur. Alright, well, as you can see, they cleaned up on those rations. Their stall actually looks pretty good. These guys did a full pull and deep bedding before they left, so really it's just a matter of monitoring their food and water, cleaning out any big chunks of poo and whatnot. Leonard's back in now. Gave him a little bit of ration where he was outside as well. They've been keeping them mostly on the hay, but where it's been really cold, gave him a little bit. He got some fresh air today, so that'll help fill him up. How you doing there, Leonard? Huh? So his pen is here, and the other door is over there. So as soon as I open it up, I have to like back up quickly, open this one. Obviously this one would be closed here, but you know, I've got like a 6-foot gap where I gotta open that one, get back here and get this one closed. He's pretty good if you're like, you know, if he's facing you, you can just kind of tap him on the nose, or you know, he won't charge you or anything like that, but you don't turn your back. So otherwise though, he jumps up like a puppy. He's pretty sweet. Just let the cavalry out. Geese, man, they're crazy. Yeah, they go marching in a line. They always go over towards the chickens and the ducks. I just brought some food out for the geese. They always come over in this area. So the ducks are just kept over here, and I had their door open, to let them out for a couple minutes. They just did not want to come out, so they're still in there. But I was at least able to get in some fresh hay, some nice dry stuff, so they're good for the morning, well, they're good for a couple days now until that gets wet. Ducks are definitely messy. But yeah, so the geese are just over there chilling by the wood barn, by the wood storage. Got some water here if they need it, or food rather if they need it. And apparently these guys are pretty easy to round up. You just kind of get behind them and tell them to go home, and they go back inside. So we'll see. We will see. In the meantime, head down here. I don't think I'm going to let the turkeys out today. I think I'll try the geese first and see how that goes. It is a little bit cool as well. And, I don't know. Lily seems all right in there. The geese are yelling at me. So the sheep and also the goat is out now. And they've got a little bit more clear grass and stuff today than they would have had yesterday. I didn't really like it out there yesterday, but that's okay. Oh, they got some hay. Yeah, you guys are doing all right, aren't you? Yeah, you guys are doing okay, aren't you? Huh. You got some sun coming down in there. Look at that. Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful day. Huh. You got some hay there you can chew on. You're a scoundrel, aren't you? Well, I was able to get things cleaned up in their pen a little bit. It wasn't too bad, so we'll leave them out for a little while. I've got the dogs inside because Annie the pup's just... Oh, is that right? Because Annie the pup's just a little bit of a bastard, so... Anyway, okay. Enjoy your day, folks. Now that the geese are over here by the duck house, trying to let them out again because they'd be able to see them. Doesn't look like they're interested though. Come on out. Come on. I'll just step back and see if they go. But I don't think they're going to. We've got this Wildwood radio, pagan music. I love it. And so does Moby. Singing along. Do you like singing? Are you singing? Huh? You're a pretty boy. You're a pretty boy. You
almost sound like BB-8 from Star Wars. Hello, Moby. Got Annie on the leash right now because we're going to go over here and see how the sheep and goats are doing. Hello. Hi. It's okay. You guys ready to go in? Annie, be nice. So you're good, aren't you, Finn? Yeah. You're very good. Huh. I also don't want her to chase the geese because she would get the worst of that. They're just looking for them to use the bathroom, and then we'll go back in so that the geese can have some peace and quiet. There you go, Finn. Good boy. Good boy. You water the snow, buddy. Okay. No, up this way. Come on. Up the driveway. Come on. All right, I'm going to start this book. Pretty excited about it. Jamie got me this for Christmas. So, running with the mind of meditation. I use running as a form of active meditation, so I think I'll really enjoy this. I got Finn here curled up with me on the couch. And Annie's here along the side, you know, just wishing we had room. It's your baby. Okay. I'll put the geese back inside. They came wandering over here, so looks like they're ready. Come on. Come on. You're going the wrong way. There you go. Good. There you go. Hey. Good for you. Do we got all of them? Okay, I'll go get your food.